Thank you for joining us on Black Investments Matter. I'm Antoine Anderson. Question for you. What do you get when you make an announcement on your social media platform that you're going to give away some PlayStation 5s in Union Square? This whole fiasco that just happened in Union Square with this Cenat nonsense is giving me some very bad broke vibes. This is not a good look, New York. Not a good look at all. Uh, Union Square sits between the East and West Villages of New York. For those of you who are not familiar with the area, uh, it is about 12 blocks away from the Bowery, and you know, a couple of miles, a few miles, maybe like 5 or 10 miles away from the financial district. Given that proximity to where all the money of this country kind of runs into, and all the money of the world really goes in and out of, to have something like that happen in some place like that, yeah, that's not a good look. On top of that, you beefing with police, and for what? You over a PlayStation? It gave me some very bad broke vibes because I look at it in comparison to what is happening in other parts of this world. Yesterday in Haiti, there was a story about some of the gang members who were caught by the police. And what did the police do? Well, they let the crowd handle it, and they burnt those criminals up. No trial, burnt them up. Why? Because in Haiti, lawlessness like what we saw just now in Union Square, people just out in the streets creating havoc, it is crippling their country. They are enduring coup d'etats, political assassinations. Their president was just assassinated. And as a result, there is a culture of lawlessness taking over places like Haiti. And they are literally struggling for their lives, the residents there. And when they get the opportunity to get their hands on one of those troublemakers, they take them out. They burnt them up with the car they were in. Now let's flip the script into what happened in Union Square. What are we talking about? Are we talking about political assassinations? No. Are we talking about a Black Lives Matter incident? No. What we're talking about is a social media influencer who gave away or was announced that he was giving away some type of game system. And for that, there are tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage. Multiple police officers have been injured. Hundreds of people have done got arrested, and I hope it was worth it because Rikers is waiting, and that holding cell with the mess that's going on right now, you might be there for some time before your trial date.
Today at about 1:30 p.m., the NYPD became aware of a crowd forming in Union Square. It was quickly determined that an influencer was posting on social media about showing up to Union Square and was encouraging all of his followers to come to the park. There were some posts also about giving away some gaming systems. At approximately 3 p.m., the post went viral and thousands of people began to arrive at Union Square. Soon the park and the surrounding streets were overrun with people. They were obstructing both vehicular and pedestrian traffic. The NYPD responded by calling a mobilization in response to the large crowd. As the crowd grew, so did our mobilization. The crowd was swarmed when the influencer finally arrived at the park. Individuals in the park began to commit acts of violence towards the police and the public. There was a construction site within the Union Square Park, and people broke into the park and they began to throw articles that belonged to the construction site: paint cans, bottles, rocks. We had people walking around with shovels, axes, and other tools from the construction trade. And additionally, individuals were also lighting fireworks, and they were throwing them towards the police. They were throwing them towards each other. The influencer, we were able to eventually get him out of the park and remove him for safety reasons.
The thing that messes me up the most about this whole thing is the amount of people who were just so easily influenced by this influencer that they show up and not on any specific instruction, just start tearing up stuff. And for what? What are you getting out of that? What do you want to accomplish? Um, this is why you got to get your money up. Mind the business that pays you. You had no business down out there in that park, in that crowd, looking for a handout. I don't care how popular this individual is to you. I gotta be honest, no cap. I never heard of this dude before today. This just not my this not my demographic. It's not my age group. I don't know what these kids are talking about these days, but just the frenzied attitude of what I saw here, it reminded me of what you do when you uh, step on an ant mound and all the soldier ants start coming out. And you have people falling off trucks. What? What is you doing? What is you doing? Nothing of this makes any sense. Rest assured, this incident is going to have some long-lasting repercussions. I think of how bad or how fast cryptocurrency took a hit in the year that um, passed, where when the U.S. finally stepped in and they started handing out those lawsuits and destroyed cryptocurrency mining with a stroke of a pen. What do you think is going to happen when you start causing tens of thousands of dollars of damage? See, crypto didn't do that to New York. Nobody marched and destroyed Union Square trying to keep their miner afloat. Nah, you're starting to hit this country in its financial pocket, literally in the financial sector's back door, and you are doing this over PlayStation. Now, I will say that this has more to do with the current economic crisis that's happening in the United States. I wouldn't be one of those suckers to believe that, the economy is going great, but these interest hikes and inflation going crazy, what you're seeing is an overreaction to how broke people are, where all you have to do is announce some kind of free handout and they're ready to jump and beat up cops and light off fireworks and destroy. For what? Where are you going to go to plug it in? It definitely ain't going to be the Union Square area, not with those $6,000 a month rents for a one-bedroom apartment. And please believe when I say one-bedroom apartment in New York, it is going to be as small as you would imagine it to be. So don't make it. We don't have to make this about race. We can make this about finances. And I saw a bunch of broke people that don't live there doing some really broke people stuff. I want to know what you have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section. This is not going to go well. It's not going to bode well. Get your money up so you're not one of these simps. Um, if you need a PlayStation that bad, maybe you need a hobby instead. For real. I'll talk to you later.